This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Lavani Vijayatunga. First, we take a look at the headlines. The President says that the fundamental policy of the government is to eliminate poverty. The Gama Samaga Pilisandara program ended in Vavuniya successfully. Many solutions were provided to the problems in the Nelua Lanka Gama area. Special security plan gets underway in line with the Easter Sunday tomorrow. 4 COVID-related deaths reported. And in news overseas, Taiwan train crash kills 50 persons. Those were the headlines, and now more to the details of the local news. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa says that the fundamental policy of the government is to eliminate poverty. While attending the 17th Gama Samaga Pilisandara program today, the President said that the government will always give prominence to the rural people. The program is now taking place at Vavuniya Vadivaithakal Bogasweva school premises. Speaking at the occasion, the President said many people do not have an understanding about the problems of the poor people. The President pointed out that when he was preparing to give land ownership to the people living in their traditional lands, fake news is spread stating he is destroying forests. The President said that officials in the wildlife, forest conservation, agriculture and environmental sectors are working for the public. Therefore, the President said all of them should pay their attention to the problems faced by the people. President Rajapaksa said that certain organized groups are spreading false propaganda against him and the government. The President said that the government has launched a program to develop 100,000 roads and 5,000 tanks are being renovated. Attention has been paid to renovating small and medium-scale irrigation schemes. Steps will be taken to recruit those who have passed programs such as higher diploma courses to meet the shortage of teachers in the remote areas. The President said that the Education Ministry has taken a policy decision in this regard. The President emphasized that he would continue to rule the country based on the aspirations of the people who elected him while protecting them. Chairman of the Nelua Pradesh Sabha, MIG Sunil, says that no road is built across the Singaraja forest. He said that trees are not removed from the forest for development activities. He said that Lankagama Road was built according to the request made to the President by the people in the area. He said that the communication issue in the area has also been resolved. Police spokesman DIG Ajit Rohana said that more than 12,000 police officers and armed force personnel have been deployed to cover all churches in Sri Lanka for the Easter Sunday service. He said that the special security arrangement has been implemented following a circular issued by the IGP. 9,365 officers from the police and STF have been deployed for duty, while 2,522 members of the armed forces will be patrolling to provide security. Director General of Health Services says 4 new COVID-related deaths have been confirmed in Sri Lanka. This brings the country's death toll from the pandemic to 575, according to the Department of Information. Director General of Health Services Dr. Asela Gunawardana has issued health guidelines in view of the upcoming Sinhala and Hindu New Year. Accordingly, the members of the public have been urged to celebrate the festival and observe the traditions and rituals at home. They have been requested to stay home during the inauspicious time as much as possible. When visiting religious places during the inauspicious time, people are required to follow the health and safety precautions in order to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Further, the health authorities have appealed to the public to minimize visiting relatives' places, exchanging confectionaries with neighbors, as well as conducting outdoor games and festivals which gather a large number of individuals. This is the news from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
The Speed Investment Plan from Sri Lanka Insurance. Give a high five to life.
And we continue with more local news. Police media spokesman DIG Ajit Rohana stated that 8,957 persons have been identified for various offences related to motorcycles during an island-wide operation conducted to reduce motorcycle accidents. The police media spokesman further stated that 295 motorcycles were taken into custody by the police during the operation as the motorcycles were found to be unfit for driving. DIG Ajit Rohana stated that 264 drunk motorcyclists have also been arrested. The Cabinet Subcommittee appointed to study the recommendations of the Presidential Commission of Inquiry into the Easter Sunday attack is scheduled to submit its report to President on Monday. Tourism Minister Prasanna Ranathuka said that the report will be released to the public after it is handed over to the President. He was speaking to the media after meeting with party activists at the party office in Minuangoda. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa recently appointed this cabinet subcommittee to study in depth the findings and recommendations contained in the report on the Easter Sunday attack and to advise on the next course of action. And to conclude the local news, the headlines once again. The President says that the fundamental policy of the government is to eliminate poverty. The Gama Samaga Pilisandra program ended in Vavuniya successfully. Many solutions provided to the problems of the Nelua Lanka Gama area. A special security plan gets underway in line with Easter Sunday tomorrow. 4 COVID deaths reported. And that was the local news.
Introducing Speed Investment with Sri Lanka Insurance, the only insurance policy that increases your sum assured by 5% every year for the same premium amount. You also get a bonus payment at maturity. What better plan to have when you can invest now and relax later? The Speed Investment Plan from Sri Lanka Insurance. Give a high five to life. Sri Lanka Insurance. Like a father, like a mother.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Vidya Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vidya Mahatmya.
The main news story for this evening, Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa says that the tolerance exhibited by the Catholics until justice is fulfilled for the victims of the Easter Sunday attack is exemplary. Issuing a communique, he said the Catholics will recall the happiness of liberation tomorrow. He also stated that investigations into the incident will be carried out continuously to bring the responsible persons to law. And that was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vidya Mahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
And in Washington this evening, the Ministry of Education has decided to get public proposals and views on education. The public can do so by logging into the ministry's official website, www.moe.gov.lk. The objective is to prepare a national education reform framework for a qualitative education system. And that came to you in Watch Light.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of
the best discount in this Urdu season, People's Leasing Polybasi. Enjoy an interest rebate of 25% from People's Leasing for all the leasing facilities during this Urdu season. Call 011-206300 for more details. Conditions apply.
People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Headlines of the world news. Taiwan train crash kills 50 persons. Italy returns to strict lockdown for Easter. Foreign ministers of China and South Korea discuss North Korea's issues. Those are the headlines, and now more to the details of the world news. Officials investigating a train crash in Taiwan that killed at least 50 people are focusing on the maintenance lorry that slid onto the track. The train hit the lorry and then crashed inside a tunnel on Friday. A construction site manager suspected of negligence has been granted bail. Rescuers are yet to extract a number of mangled carriages from the tunnel, and they fear they may find more bodies. The train had been packed with people traveling to celebrate a holiday. The accident was Taiwan's worst rail disaster in more than 70 years. Italy has entered a strict 3-day lockdown to try to prevent a surge in COVID-19 cases over Easter. All regions are now in the red zone and the highest tier of restrictions as the country battles a third wave with about 20,000 new cases a day. Non-essential movement is banned, but people are allowed to share an Easter meal at home with 2 other adults. Churches are also open, but worshippers are being told to attend services within their own regions. For the second year, Pope Francis will deliver his Easter message to an empty St. Peter's Square. China and South Korea have agreed to expand cooperation to achieve the denuclearization of Korean Peninsula. The agreement came in meeting between the two individuals, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Zi and his South Korean counterpart Chung Eui-yong in the southern Chinese city of Xiamen. Chung is visiting China on his first trip abroad since assuming the post in February. At the start of the talks, Chung noted North Korea's ballistic missile launches last month. And to conclude the world news, the headlines once again. Taiwan train crash kills 50 persons. Italy returns to strict lockdown for Easter. Foreign ministers of China and South Korea discuss North Korea's issues. And that was the world news.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of
The best discount in this Urdu season, People's Leasing Polywasi. Enjoy an interest rebate of 25% from People's Leasing for all the leasing facilities during this Urdu season. Call 011-206-300 for more details. Conditions apply.
People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Development News is brought to you by CIB Nivea offer valuable gift vouchers for every bill payment during 1st to 10th April. 20% discount for bank card holders. Our place, our product. CIB.
In development news, several dilapidated roads in the Anuradhapura district will be developed and carpeted. The development work will be implemented under the North Central Joint Road Development Program. 6.7 billion rupees will be spent for the project. And that came to you in development news.
Development News was brought to you by CIB Nivea offer valuable gift vouchers for every bill payment during 1st to 10th April. 20% discount for bank card holders. Our place, our product. CIB.
Moving on to sports news, Pakistan secured a last ball victory over South Africa to win the first one-day international by 3 wickets. Captain Babar Azam set the foundation for the visitors' victory with 103 of 104 balls, and Imamul Haq added 70 as Pakistan posted 274 for 7 in reply to South Africa's 273 for 6. 3 quick wickets from Enrique Nokia pegged Pakistan back as their chase tumbled to 203 for 5 before Muhammad Rizwan and Shadab Khan put them back in charge. They needed 3 runs from the final ball, with Fahim Ashraf scoring a single off a wide delivery for the win. That was the sports news. Business news coming up.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply. Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
In business news, cultivation activities will be carried out in 3,000 acres of land for the Yala season in the Galle district this year. District Agrarian Development Office says identifying of barren lands for cultivation is underway. The expected paddy harvest is 500 metric tons of paddy. That was economic news. That was the business news, and the economic news follows.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money. Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic News. courtesy of...
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
And in economic news, State Minister of Fisheries Kanchana Wijesekara says that Fisheries Corporation will be reorganized soon. 500 million rupees has been allocated for this purpose. Under this program, 93 main trade stalls are to be modernized. The objective of this move is to obtain more fish harvest in the future. That was economic news at the Weather Report to conclude.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
Weather Report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
And finally, the weather report, the Met Department says mainly fair weather will prevail over most parts of the island. Misty conditions can be expected at some places in the central, Sabaragamuwa and western provinces during the morning hours. And that was the weather report.
Weather Report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
And before we conclude this bulletin of news, let's get back to the headlines once again. The President says that the fundamental policy of the government is to eliminate poverty. The Gama Samaga Pilisandarak program ended in Vavuniya successfully. Many solutions were provided to the problems in the Neluwa Lankagama area. A special security plan gets underway in line with the Easter Sunday tomorrow. 4 COVID deaths reported. And in news overseas, Taiwan train crash kills 50 persons. And with that, we conclude this bulletin of news. And now it's back to your Saturday evening host and my good friend Heshma to keep you entertained.